we all do a little research on the bitches we sit in boxes with. And one thing I will never do is put chef above producer me, okay? I will absolutely sit in these boxes and know for a fact that a bitch might end up on YouTube, and that chef cares a whole lot about entertainment more than he care about us as bitches. But that's my bitch, and I'm gonna stick beside it because I love me. We sit here and we have this discourse about how the host want me here and the host don't want me to leave. The host is a producer, and that bitch is messy, okay?
Since I'm not welcomed in your space, I'm not welcomed in your space.
This all could have been avoided if you just would have said you was bi, though.
No, it wouldn't.
I said it yesterday. How would it be been avoided?
Hold on. Everything that is not.
It's not correlating with me. It's not making me comfortable to sit here and talk to y'all. It's not because one thing is for sure, and two things that I know. I should be able to sit in this space.
Okay, great. I'm gonna speak now. Because what you're not gonna do is what everyone does. When it's not aligned to accommodate what you want to be heard or what you want everyone to feel, then it's, we're not welcoming you in this space, we're this. And then that's like if a white person comes to you, okay, and says that because you defend yourself over a white person's comment towards you that makes you feel uncomfortable, and they go say, well, I feel attacked. You as a black woman, no, you don't like to be hurt. That gives the angry black woman syndrome, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's being privileged. What you're not going to do is walk in here and say that everyone's attacking you. That's why I hate people saying attacked, bullied, because that's not the case. If you want to be an adult and have a conversation that's going to be uncomfortable, have it. If not, leave. It's as simple as that. It's a choice. If you want to educate yourself, we don't have to agree. Like you said earlier, agree to disagree. But I will understand your perspective, and you can leave here understanding mine, even a little bit. It's education. You don't want to agree with everything you learn. You're still learning, and we applaud you for that. But you have to take accountability in what you say for yourself, not what other people are coming at you about what you say, what you do, and how you receive it, and how you defend it. Point blank, period. Don't sit here. When I said you were playing the victim, not saying you were intentionally, but you were. Point blank, period. But you're not going to sit here and say, that we're kicking you out, that you don't feel welcome.
Feel how I want to feel. I am entitled to feel how I want to feel. And that's all I keep hearing from y'all. But that's all I keep hearing from y'all. That's all I keep. So I'm just going to chill and sit back in the cut. I really haven't said too much. And I've been really agreeing.
And you're doing yourself
I've really been agreeing with y'all.
And you're trying to disservice by thinking that way.
And can I say one last thing? This don't got nothing to do with this conversation, because I'm about to move it to this next thing. Everyone asks how you get your numbers up. As content creators, what are we doing to stay on point? We do our research on the bitches we sit in boxes with. Now, I feel like we have said multiple times, you about to do this. Hold on, y'all, real quick. So if you just go down there in the bottom left-hand corner, you could go into the TikTok shop and get some of these fancy-ass little mics that Chef got. They coming up for, Chef, how much are they right now?
21.95. Hold on, let me add that down there to my shop now that you mentioned that. Hold on, let me go ahead and add.
Right, glory, hallelujah. And if this is your first time,
down in the bottom left corner.
Right. if you purchase it from the TikTok shop for the first time, they love to give you 40% off with free shit.
I got you, Steve.
Any Hoozle, $21.99. That's actually really cheap for those little nice ass microphones. Go ahead and give us a little ditty bot real quick.
Here, y'all good ass Mark. Listen, and if you're talking up here, okay, and you want to be heard, a bitch can be heard, okay, over everybody on the panel.
Okay, now that's it. We all do a little research on the bitches we sit in boxes with, and one thing I will never do is put chef above producing me, okay? I will absolutely sit in these boxes and know for a fact that a bitch might end up on YouTube, and that Chef cares a whole lot about entertainment more than he care about us as bitches. But that's my bitch, and I'm gonna stick beside it because I love me.
I'm stick beside him.
So as we sit here, we have this discourse about how the host want me here and the host don't want me to leave. The host is a producer, and that bitch is messy. Okay.
We know he messy. It's fine, and I will still sit here and still do the same thing. Right. That is fine.
So, Swaba, how many times Chef done told you to leave? Don't none of us like you. Anyway.
Wait, hold on. What
the host is here for the mess.
The host is here for the mess.
All of it. Nickname him Jerry Springer. Go ahead.
Right. Anyway,
you know,
AJ, I will say thank you so much for centering this conversation, and thank you so much for reminding us where we need to be. I will say that because
AJ's always amazing. Sometimes
I got confused. Is what I will say. I was confused. But with my voice,
can we slap
I will
on
say this. Go ahead, host. I'm sorry. No, I just want to say real quick to the young person that is listening along with their mother. These conversations that we're having is not us attacking your mom. We are not doing that at all. What we're doing is we're trying to get a deeper understanding so that we can effectively teach somebody and the gaps and holes that they have. If someone comes to us and says that their cup is half full, we need to know what their cup is half full with. That's all it is. It's just the fact of us saying like, okay, well, did they give you milk or Kool-Aid? Because I'm not trying to put milk in your cup if you got Kool-Aid in it and it messed it all up. That's all we were doing. And like for us not to understand their point of view, well, we can't really understand their point of view if they say things like they don't need to explain it to us and it is what it is. We can't teach anyone who doesn't want to be taught or is not in the space to be taught. Like, there's a difference between it. I can sit here and say that I want to learn sign language all I want, but unless I actively do things to learn sign language, it will not happen. That's just simple fact. Now, if I go to someone who does speak sign language and tell them how much I already know, and they're a teacher or they're a professor, then what am I getting from this conversation? Like, what's the point? Like, all we're trying to do is understand where they're coming from, what they've already like absorbed themselves with, and then trying to help them grow through the and understanding the validity that they have in the conversation that we are currently having. Because if you've learned something and if you came here to learn, then you should be here to learn. But if you came here to give your opinion, then that means that you somehow stand on the basis of what we're talking about. But if you're doing both at the same time, there will be confusion, and we will ask for clarification and accountability. That's just what it is. Because how can I nurture a plant? Like I said before, how can I nurture a plant if I don't know what it is and what it needs? That's just
we won't be doing that.
So Will, you have been asking, and I see you asking. Okay, so again, I'm asking for the past 10 minutes to fill us in.
We don't know
the context of the convo. The context of the conversation that we're having, or the conversation that we're supposed to be having.
Not that one behind you.
It's not that one behind you no more.
Not that one behind you.
You might want to change the green screen.
Right, let that green screen go. Find us some new topics. I don't know what type of bitches you planned on having in the box today, but when you invited me, you should have known we were going to talk about that.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
But also, I would like to say that who is 16 years old? There's absolutely nothing you can learn from us that you can then impart on who. Maybe in about 10 years, yeah. But as of today, I feel like the only who can learn history from us, as Tess said. We obviously need older.
Wait, she's 16?
16.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
right. So obviously you may need one or two of the older girls that are in
Don't
here.
let who back up here, because who is your daughter.
Right. But like you may have one or two older girls in your life who you trust to teach your child about our community. But as for getting on the internet to learn more about our community and like how we move and stuff, we are mid to lower mid 20s to low 30s. do not have anything in common with a 16-year-old child in any form. And I just don't think that the things that we deal with today will be the same things that the community will be dealing with in 10 years.
And I would also like to say that
Would you?
Speaking to the mic, Salito. You know, you soft spoken. Speak a little
Go ahead and say it, baby. I want to hear it.
Yeah. I also would just like to say that, as well spoken as the majority of this panel is, or all of this panel is, we're also flawed people. So, we're gonna make mistakes just as much as other people. We may not react the best way to all things, but it's just growth. We're just human, and none of those things should deter anyone from interacting or reach for more understanding from a community who is already rooted in so much hatred and not only from the LGBTQIA plus community but the Black community as a whole. It's rooted in so much hatred, homophobia, and all of that. And so I just don't want any of what was going on here today to reflect on, to take away from the message of what was really the conversation supposed to be happening between all these people.
Can I open conversation to asking? I think their name is who their child. Is there any questions that you have for the panel? And I'm all about asking questions because I love to know what people are coming from.
She left because someone said that she couldn't.
They left.
They left. Who left? I'm gonna use the name because I said that all the time. Who left because it was stated that there was nothing that she can gain. Well, she's in the comments. She got off the panel.
So that's fine. But with you being in the comments, I want to center this conversation very much like AJ was doing. So what are some things that we could potentially help you out? What are some questions that you have towards our community or about coming into our community that you would like some guidance on? What I can say is that I'm 31. I've been in our community all my life. So, what questions do you have for people on this panel to help you navigate through life?
Hey, Winebox, how you doing?
I didn't realize I was on mute. I said AJ Monroe is a non-binary bad bitch.
Period.
So please, if you got any questions, let the host know.
Okay, Tess looks like they have a question for you.
For who? Where? Oh yeah, I got one for Empress. Okay.
Tess.
I'm dead.
Not that's it.
Yeah, it's makeup routine.
That's it. LaBeija, you don't get no fucking questions. But hey, how you doing? You done working?
No, she said we was distracting.
I think she worked.
Wait, I missed what the question was. What was the question?
The makeup routine.
One was not going to be posed to you, Wine.
Fine, I don't want to answer it anyways.
Oh,
right.
What's your makeup routine?
Right.
Mine?
Yeah, how do you beat your face?
It's all natural.
With a break?
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say.
See, we don't like people that walk up here and lie. So,
right. Tell me how many times a month you have to visit your Botox lady.
And the esthetician.
Because I know you know how much it costs.
Human facials do wonders for the face.
Ooh.
Oh. Natural?
All natural. That's what I meant by all natural.
Right. And all natural facial.
Hate those for myself, but hey, dude. So each his own.
And also, if you let a nigga drop one on your face every now and again.
Who that hoe? You've been over there quiet patiently as well. I know you spoke up earlier. Right. Are they frozen?
You frozen? You frozen, babes?
Who that hoe?
Okay, anyways, y'all, everybody in here, look up Monroe with Malice, right?
Girl.
Follow me. I need 14 more followers so I can do lives like these, not on my main page. Because this is crazy.
Tell him about your master class.
You got to inbox.
Put it in the comments.
Oh yeah, and for the oh, you know what? You right, baby.
Master class. Pin it.
That way we can find you.
I'm just go ahead and give you the username. It's Monroe outside. Go follow me. I'm a level headed.
You might as well pin yourself.
I can't. I was trying to pin one of my comments earlier.
See, that's the government always restricting us.
Always restricting us.
Oh
my God. Hello?
Lavella, what was your question?
Sakani, what else do you have to say? I like when you speak. It's giving me MLK. Can we just give it up for MLK?
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I wasn't even. I was gonna go live early today. I had planned to like literally just vibe out, listen to music, play some video games, and have a vibe. But I'm really glad that we had this space today. I really did, because I feel like a lot of things were said and a lot of things were left to be absorbed, is what I can say.
I feel real good about it.
I feel like sometimes like a lot of people kept saying in here, like sometimes we listen to react a lot, and the first step, and I will say as someone who used to be very reactive to things, the first step to learning about it is having that second to step back, having that second to like reconnect and ground yourself, so you can be like, okay, let me pick what was important for me in this conversation. Even though all of it could have been important, maybe certain things stuck with you, and that's all I can say. I believe that as people, we gotta, like, I say this often in my life, like, we have to understand other narratives. Like, when Derek was here, that's why I was very much like, let him talk. Let him talk, because he ain't gonna say nothing that matter no way. We all know that to be true. But let's see what kind of rabbit hole he's in, because we know what makes sense. We know what makes sense. We know what our definition of equality, of like accountability. We know what we hold deep. You feel me? But we have to see the narrative of other people so that we can understand, like, oh, so you don't do that here? Like, I was in a live with a lady once before, and we literally sat down, and like, it was difficult because she was disrespectful, but we had to listen to what she was going through, because after a while, all that hate and steam, all that, oh, I know more about y'all, I know about this, I know about that fizzles out after a while, because it's based off of like not understanding, but reaction, and also like bigotry, to be honest.
And that's what I explained earlier, is that man could not keep it up. And that's the only way to teach them that you didn't know what you were talking about.
Because they got what it... Go ahead, AJ, I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
Long story short, they got what they were looking for, is what I'm going to say. They came in here to look for argumentative people, to let them know that we didn't know nothing about nothing. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Like, on TikTok, we have to understand that a lot of this stuff is for content. A lot of it's for content, and we have to understand and see the difference between having validity of conversation and the normacy of conversation and the growth of conversation. Understand when people come in here for content, and once we find out they are for content, then yes, absolutely dismiss them. But if they are in here talking about, oh, I know this, I know that, I know that, us dismissing them immediately is going to prove their point. They're going to go, like AJ said, they're going to leave out of here and be like, oh, well, I was just in this room, I let them know everything, and they all ganged up on me, and blah, blah, blah. Is that all true? No. We know that not to be true, but that's their narrative, unfortunately. It's easy to read a bitch for filth. It is. Because when you read a bitch for filth, the filth is on the chest. You come and at them for what they have shown you. You feel me? When you read someone for filth. But there's a difference between letting someone else read their own book. Let them read their own book, because it's not our job to light anyone's candle. Let them read their own shit. If they shit don't understand the difference between there, and there, then we will see that. And when we see that, we're going to be, we don't need to react.
Chef, you bored.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Scott, what you say makes sense.
Hold on. I have a dumb question. I got here late, so I don't know if this is relevant. But is that tying into like what is a power bottom and
no,
a bottom is bad?
Absolutely not.
We wanted him to take.
Absolutely not.
It was entangled some kind of way. We gotta, we drove 2 miles down a ride.
Every time I come in Chef Live, we're not ever discussing the actual topic that he has set up.
It start off that way, but then somehow it just gets, oh, thank you. It gets dragged and stretched and dragged and backed up all over again.
Like a power bottom.
Right.